start. And I just want to start with some exciting things. Have you noticed anything about your own program because you're on a team? Has anything changed for you?
Accountability,
Yes.
maybe?
Yeah, accountability,
Yeah.
competitiveness.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive, so I like this.
Okay.
Me too. Me too. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are.
So, and has there been times when you found that you really didn't want to do something, but you did it anyway just because you wanted to help your team?
Oh, yeah.
Points when you wanted to help your team? The thing about the team is the dynamic of the team is so powerful. And finding that in so many groups that it's the team, the element of the team, people are having more fun with it. People know who they're playing with. They know the stories. They know who they are. And the synergy is just fabulous. And we're finding that all of our clients are doing so much better because they're on a team. All the clients that are participating on some level are doing better because they're on a team. And so what we decided to do is, we don't want it to end. We don't really want it to end. So we're going to have another challenge in February. So that's really, really cool. But we're going to be a lot more picky with who gets to be on the team. So, so the bottom line is, I want you to let me know if you want to be considered. And I'm selecting people who've shown that they're a good teammate. So we're going to, because I don't want anybody holding the team back. I don't want anybody who's, not really playing full in. Now, pretty much everybody in It to Win It is playing full in. I will tell you that. But I am saying that think about this, because think about, okay, February is going to be here in a minute, and you could have teams of people you want. You're like, oh, I want some winners. I want this person on my team and that person on my team. I want to, and then as you're thinking about all the people you want on your team, and Sheila's suggesting somebody. She's like,
who's she suggesting? Who is Sheila suggesting?
Lori.
Oh.
yeah, it's you on her team. So, but you might be thinking of other people outside of the team. You're like, okay, who do we want? Who do we want on our team? Who's going to win? Who's going to play full in? Who do we know? So you're thinking, my family. I would love for my family to be on my team. I'd love for to invite them into this environment. I love all the people that I work with. I love my customers. I love my church members. I love my women's group. I love the teachers at the school. Just think. It's like, how big can you make it? How many people? And they have to have everything they need to start February 3rd, the day that this ends. The next one starts. So your ending weight is your beginning weight. If you want to keep on playing, if you still want to play in the game, and we have enough money for everybody to win the prizes again. Eventually we're going to have teams without money, but right now we still have the money. And so I want you to think, okay, it's like,
And
what? Oh.
I'm in.
Oh, you're in.
too.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in.
All right.
There you go.
So what I'm saying is, though, be thinking you're in, but who else could you bring with you? It's like, okay, we're really getting a team full of people who really want to play full in. Do you want to be on our team? Do you want to be on our team? We're looking for a team that's full in. And what this is going to do for you is this is going to help you refer clients, which is what? Points. 5
Extra points.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it is
5 points. Okay.
right. So as you're thinking about people, you're like, okay, these people, this person, they could be on the team. They could be on the team. Like, who could be on our team? And when you're looking for teammates for February, you're getting points for January, which is really cool. And the other exciting thing is that do you realize that when you refer a client to your coach, whoever your coach is, when you refer that client, that your client is is a little bit less likely to sign up than if you decided to help them yourself. Now, I'm not saying you have to, I'm not trying to pressure you, but I'm just stating a fact that they don't know them. They know you. So if you refer, that they're more likely to do it if you say, you know what, I think I'll just go ahead and pay it forward. They're going to call me anyway. I might as well help them. So if you decide, you know what, I think I'd like to think about maybe paying it forward and coaching just a team of 10. I just want my own team of 10. That's all I want. If you want to do that, we're giving scholarships for coaches. So if you want to be a coach, there's a couple things you have to do. You have to fill in. You have to watch a little video that's 15 minutes, and you have to fill in a form of what you would, why you want to be a coach. Answer it honestly. Do not answer the way you think we want you to answer it, but the way we want you to answer it is honestly. Fill it all in, and then we're going to have $100 scholarships that we're giving away to people who are playing. It's just really cool. It's just really cool that you could be the leader of your team. And the coaching, just so you know, the coaching is so much easier when you're coaching a team because you coach all at once and they start coaching each other. Like Lori has stepped up. She is like such a little coach. And so what happens is that happens. And that happens with everybody where, Sheila's sending information. She's saying, ooh, look at this, look at that. Of course, we have to bring it into our little group, but she's there, she's here, and she's here on this call. And the more you get to know each other, the more you're participating, the more you're like, I want to know a little bit more about that. I want a little bit more about what kind of time element it would take. What would it take? Well, what would be the requirement? Call your coach, whoever the coach is, and ask those questions. Ask me. I'm the mentor coach. I'm the one who helps coaches. So I would be happy to have that conversation with you. So two things, and if you become a coach, that's another 10 points for your team. If you don't become a coach, that's okay. If you become a coach and get 10 clients, that's your 10 plus 10 times 5, which is 50 more points.
Yes.
So now I just want to coach you a little bit about how to refer a client. If somebody says, what are you doing? I just want you to know you're not doing MetaFast. You're not doing MetaFast. So make sure you don't I'm doing MetaFast. Because what happens is what they do is they go, ooh, she's doing MetaFast. So they go to MetaFast website, they key it in, they go, ooh, yeah, that looks like a good program. I'm going to sign up. And they sign up, and you don't get any points, and because your coach didn't, because they didn't get referred to your coach. That's the key element. And they may not even get a coach, and they may not even get, if they do get a coach, they may not get a good coach. So they're going to end up maybe doing a program that they're going to start and quit, and you didn't get any points, and you didn't really help them. And the same goes for Take Shape for Life. People are independent. People are people. They're like, go, like, they're like, now, I want it now. And they research and they Google and they just find it all out. So we have to protect them from themselves. So I'm going to have written out for you the perfect post for those of you on Facebook, and pretty much all but one is. So on Facebook, it's going to say, I'm on a team and we're going to have a challenge next week, and I'm looking for teammates who want to play with me. And, I've already lost this much, and and it's been so much fun. And my health coach is awesome, and she's the best in the whole world. You can say whatever you want, but you can just, say great things about your coach, or you could say, I'm leading the team, whatever it is, but I'm going to give you the verbiage, and all you have to do is post that on Facebook. And I'm going to train you.
Every time I leave the house, I get asked 10 times, what are you doing? And I always tiptoe around that MetaFast thing. Yeah. And I always say, I'm eating 6 times a day. But then they start asking questions, well, like, what are you eating? And I never want to say MetaFast.
Right. Good girl. So
Denise, how much have you lost?
How much have I lost? from June to December, almost 60.
All right.
No
Congratulations.
wonder everybody wants to know what you're doing.
Oh,
When you lose 60 pounds, people are attracted to you and they want to know what you're doing. And so you could do one of two things. You could send them to your coach or you could help them yourself. You know, that's pretty much, and if you help them yourself, two things happen. One, it's like weight loss insurance because it's hard to fall back when you're helping others move forward. That's the big thing. And then the second is, and this is like icing on the cake, we get paid well. We get paid really well. I mean, we get paid at bare minimum around $50 a client a month. So, but if you have 20 clients, it raises up to about 100 a month per client.
Does that depend on their food order?
It is dependent on their food order, but new clients tend to order
Large.
right now, yeah. They tend to order around $300 a month. So, for instance, I'm getting paid 33% of my clients' orders because I have 40 clients. So it's easy to figure out what 33% is of 300, right? That's $100 a client. And then, and I get paid I get bonuses too. So I mean, it's pretty easy for me to make about $4,000 a month. I really don't want 4,000. I mean, I do want, but I really want 10,000. So I'm trying to build myself to 10,000 a month because that's my ultimate. That's not my ultimate goal. That's like my first goal. And you know, I can clearly see how I can do that. And coaching on Zoom, like these Zoom videos, you can coach groups of people. So the time you spend coaching is going to get smaller. So it's like, you're not calling 10 people. You just coach a group and then you post that coaching and everybody gets it. So it's the team element. They coach themselves. We're really working on the Be Slim information. So getting back to you, Denise, when someone says, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, the answer is I'm on a program and I have a free health coach and she's amazing. And let me just give you her information because she can explain it better than I can. You know, and that's really the easiest way to get around that question. I'm on a program. I have a free health coach. It's the easiest thing I've ever done. Let me just give you her information or let me give her yours. Can she call you? You know, can she, or ask her for her link. And I think the link for both Heidi and Peggy are both using releaseitforgood.com. So you can just give out, here's a link. Go to this link and fill out the form and then and mention Peggy or mention Heidi, you know, say who to mention because it's a team.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Heidi sent me her.
Right.
Heidi sent me her link with her picture of before and after on it, and that's what I send people.
And Lori, I think there's like been 3 or 4 people who've called Heidi from that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yep.
So
I get strangers asking me, just, you know, going in shopping at the same place all the time, and they'll notice every time I come in, I've lost more weight, and they're like, what are you doing?
exactly.
You know, how have you lost all this weight? And then other people around hear the conversation. So it's like, man, I could be racking up clients, but, you know, I didn't know really how to approach it with strangers, you know.
And I want to touch base on that too. Our training is fabulous. Our training is like, when you're trained, according to our training, you never have to call your friends and go, hey, I noticed you're a little fluffy, so I'm just letting you know that I'm a health coach. I'm helping people lose weight. You know, we never have to do anything like that. It's just the people they know. And that's also what you say to strangers. It's like, look, you know people I don't. And I'm doing this. I'm helping people. You know, if I send you information about my program, will you forward it? And they always say yes. And you're like, thank you. You know, thank you. And that's all I need. You know, and can I keep up with you from time to time? Yes. So our training is spectacular. Everybody says yes to everything we ask. And we never, you know, our secret is we never look for clients. We just look for connections. And it's never about that person. It's just about the person, the people that they know. And I had, on my last call, someone said, well, you exhaust all the people you know, and then what do you do? And I'm like, you're meeting new people all the time. Just like, and I wish she could have been on this call so she could hear Denise say, you know, people are coming up to me, I don't even know. And they do. And you know what? And I don't know. Lori was in the weight loss business before. And I don't know if you've noticed, you know, because when you're in the weight loss business, you notice people. And I can tell a person, if there's a person who has to lose 40 pounds, I know, I can tell the difference between a person who has already lost like 50 and have 40 left versus the person who just put on 40.
Yeah.
They both have 40 pounds to lose, but the person just walks, they feel so much better. I mean, there's so much more confidence in how they feel. You know, they've come down to have 40 left to lose versus they're on their way up. I mean, you know, whatever the weight is, it's so funny. You know, when I was coming down, 142 felt really, really good. Now going up, 142 feels terrible. You know, so we just, you know, we're affected by that. So I don't know what got me off on that tangent, but our training is spectacular. It's the easiest. It's when you do follow the training and don't try to row your own and just, you know, go, you know, rogue on us. It's just dead easy. People, I mean, in fact, Peggy, one of the coaches, she said, okay, I don't want to be a coach. And I said, okay, if someone starts throwing their credit card at you, just refer them. I'll take them. So she calls me 24 hours later. She goes, somebody's throwing their credit card at them. I do want to be a coach.
Yeah.
Because I'll take care of it myself. So, and now she has, I don't know how many clients she has, but she's, you know, she has.
That's probably me throwing my credit card at her.
Yeah. Yeah. So people, I mean, they're coming, and she just, I mean, I think in the last 24 hours, she's introduced like 3 new clients, Peggy has. And not really even trying to build it. She's still in the wow factor though. When you're in the wow factor, it's the easiest time to build your business. When you're in the wow factor, which is you're in the weight loss factor, people are noticing. I've had my weight off for 2 years, so I'm kind of out of the wow factor. I just look like a skinny little thing. And so that's when the before picture looks really good, you know, and you can hold up your before picture and people go, whoa, that was you? You know, you're like, yeah, that was me. That was me. I know, I walked the walk. I know where you've been. So, all right. So I'm opening it up. I'm just looking at, if you see my head goes like that, I'm looking at the clock, but I'm opening it up for any input, any questions. I do want to say, did I say the basketball story?
No.
That looks like I said it. Okay. So I just want to reiterate the value of the team. So remember when the best basketball players from America all went to the Olympics and lost? Do you remember that? The very best basketball players all went, because who did they lose to? They lost to a team. They were 5 individuals, and they lost to a team because the team is more powerful than all the talent in the world individually. So the team is the secret. The team is the way we're going. I'm so excited about the direction of this company and how when you know, just we're going to achieve more as a team than we are one-on-one. And you know, and we can still work one-on-one, but we're all helping each other. You know, we're all working together. We're all getting better together. So I just want to say that. And now, what does anybody have to say?
Dog is barking.
Yeah, there's a dog outside my house barking. He's not even my dog.
Oh my gosh. So Denise, you work in an office or where?
I did work for the school system for 10 years, and 2 years ago I had double knee replacement and had some complications, and I haven't been back to work since. So I'm really not working. I spell Avon, if you want to call that working.
Yeah, of course. Anything you do is working. But I just wondered if you were meeting people through working. You know, I just wondered if that was a way for you to meet people.
Yeah. Denise, I was.
Stop by there and say hi to everybody, and everybody would go, "Who are you? What have you?"
Yeah. Right. There you go. That's good.
I had a business for 23 years, my own retail store, and it went under. And I was on unemployment when I started this program January 5th. And I became a health coach January 25th, the same month, 2 years ago. And
Really?
in 60 days, I replaced my unemployment check and my husband's unemployment check, the two of them, which was about 22
Well,
Wow.
Let me
Wow.
tell you, I just got a promotion on Monday. And it was funny because my boss Skyped me. She's not here. She's in Florida. And she Skyped me and I said, why me? Why did you do this? And they go, you got to be kidding. Well, for one, we know you, but look at what you're doing with your weight loss. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And you know that I sent my boss Heidi's link because she said she was trying to lose weight and she couldn't lose weight. And so I sent her Heidi's link because she asked me for it.
There's so much to it. I mean, people, they act like as if weight loss was only about, being slender. But there's so
there is. There's so much more to it. I know. But then again, I also, on the Skype meetings, I always get up and dance around and let them see my whole body. I mean, I'm not shy. I am not shy.
we talk about our trilogy, which is healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances. And we have a trilogy wheel. I'm trying to see if I have one really quick to hold up.
Right before I started the program, I was diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah.
And I'm no longer a diabetic.
Let me tell you, Denise, you want to hear something really bad? My sister's a nurse practitioner and I have diabetes. My diabetes numbers were 300 before I started.
Wow.
I was in denial. They're now 95.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that was huge. I mean, my sister kept saying, you're going to have a stroke. You're going to have a stroke. And I just never, I never really cared about it and never really did anything about it. But now it's like, oh my gosh.
I have a ton of medical problems that have improved since I started this. I mean, I'm not a diabetic anymore. My cholesterol's great. My blood pressure was, I went into tachycardia.
Yeah.
Before I lost the 57 pounds.
Yeah.
And it took 2 months to get that under control, but it was from the weight loss.
Right.
Finally went back to normal. And my fibromyalgia is better.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of stuff has improved.
Denise, Sheila, who is on the call too, she was one of my clients at Jenny. And Sheila, I'm going to talk about you. Sorry. But anyway, she was one of my clients and she had done really well at one time. And then she got to a point where she just kind of was doing a pound here or a pound there. She'd gain a pound 1 week. She'd lose a pound 1 week. And when I started doing this, I called her and I said, you need to do this. And she goes, I don't think so. And I go, no, you need to do this. And finally I said, okay, you're doing it. And she's doing it now. And she's done so great at it,
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Sally?
Yeah, hello, welcome. Who is this?
Mary Lee?
Hey, Mary Lee. Welcome to the call.
Sorry, I'm sorry I'm a little late. It's been a hectic night. I got rear-ended on 65 earlier, a little bit ago.
Well, I'm glad you're on. I was just talking about, I'm going to show for the people looking, this is what we call our trilogy wheel. So it's healthy body. And once you have a healthy body, you start thinking about, what else can I do? And then that helps your healthy mind. And then it ultimately helps your healthy finances. Lori was just saying she got a promotion because of her weight loss. So, I mean, it's really, I know.
Well, it's part of me too, but it was my weight loss too.
Well,
it was part of my brain too. It was part of my brain.
Yeah. Lose weight, get a promotion. But being a health coach, I mean, we just listened to Denise talk about how much the weight loss has helped her. That's what being a coach is like. That's the thrill of being a health coach. When you're on the phone and people are like, oh my gosh, this is so much better and that's so much better. So I just wanted to share that with you because it really is. I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years and I just think it's the best job. I'm a huge Tennessee Titan fan. always thought working for them would be the ideal job. But if they offered me a job, I would not give up being a health coach. Honestly, I would not. I might work for them, but I wouldn't give up being a health coach. I love this job. I mean, I do. So, so any other, Mary, you're just on the tail end. We're just about to wrap it up, but, do you have anything to say, Mary? Do you have any questions? Anything to bring?
No, I can't think of any questions. Last night I went ahead and ordered my food for next month, and it's getting easier as far as making selections because I can figure out what I like and know what works for me, what's convenient for me. So no, I'm doing real well.
Just remember something, Mary, even if you think you don't like something, you might want to try it a couple of times. Sheila, speak up. Is that right, Sheila?
Oh, yes, very much so.
I mean, there were things that Sheila said she didn't like, and I said, I don't care, try them again. And now she likes them, right?
Some of them.
Yes, right. So that's a good thing. Yes.
Right. So I just want to also mention getting back to the points, and like last time we talked, we all talked about it. How it wasn't about the food. It really isn't about the weight loss either. It's about the points. Really focus on your points, and you do get 10 points for placing your order. Mary hopped off, but it really is all about. You do get 10 points, but not until the end. So don't worry when you go to put your points in this week that if you placed your order that it's not going to be up there. We put it in at the end. But be thinking points. Be thinking if you're not getting 6 points a day, call me, call your coach, say, okay, I'm not getting 6 points every day for exercise. Do you have a suggestion? I'm not getting 6 points every day for support or every week. Whatever it is, 7, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if you're having holes anywhere, then talk to me. I want to maximize the points, help the team, don't hurt the team. And
if you place 2 food orders, that count is double.
If you order $150 or more, you get 10 points.
But what if you place 2 food orders in the month of January that are 150 plus?
No, doesn't. Only counts once. It only counts once. Everybody you refer who becomes a client is 5 points. Get those 21 lessons in. That's 21 points. You don't have to do them all. You don't have to do all 21 in a week. You don't have to do one a day. It doesn't matter. Just get them done. If you do 5 on the weekend, then you get 5 points on Monday for those 5 lessons. Get your lessons in, get your dailies in, refer clients to your coaches or become a coach. That's like points, and that's how it's going to win. That's how it's going to win. So,
is everybody on this call getting 6 points a day?
Yes.
I am.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to know. All right, good going, Denise and Sheila. Me too. Okay.
Oh, you're still on. Yay. I thought I lost you. I lost the picture of the phone, so I didn't know you were gone. I didn't know you were still here. So I'm going to stop the recording. And thank you all for being on. Thank you for those of you who watched the recording. I'm excited. Remember how to get points, and remember that I'm going to give you the exact verbiage to put on your Facebook page to help us get more team members. Okay.